Yo, welcome back to the Moving Forward podcast. You already know what time it is, man. You rocking with your host, Flo Bomber, man. Today's guest is someone who usually stays behind the scenes, but he's made a huge impact in the creative world. I'm talking about my boy, Fresh Garcia.
Yo. What's
The
up, my brother?
designer. Hold on, I ain't finished yet.
Oh, okay.
I ain't finished yet.
Let me let me let you go. Get yours off.
The designer behind Hard Clothing, also the manager for DJ Booth. A creative mind who helps a lot of people bring their ideas to life. He's even the talent behind some of the logos you might have seen. Fresh might not be chasing the spotlight, but your work is definitely shining, my G.
Woo, I like
Welcome
that.
to the show.
I appreciate
Welcome
it, my boy.
to the show. What's up, man?
That was a hell of an introduction, man.
Thank you, man. Yo, I respect you. You my brother, bro. Like,
absolutely.
You my brother. I met you through my brother, and we gained our own relationship after that, and you embraced me amongst the family.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you my brother.
Of course.
You understand? That's just what it is. What's going on with you?
I'm feeling good, bro. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for sharing your platform with me, man. I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
You know, when we spoke before we even took that leap of faith, you know what I mean? And I told you, like, go for it. Like, you got it. You know what I mean? You started off doing an audio joint with a little bit of video, you know, and me, like, basically like how I roll, you know how I am. If I see one of my brothers doing anything, I'm gonna see how I can add some value to that situation, you know? So if it is from me pulling up or me bringing people to pull up and do, you know what I mean, endless amount of shows, you know, I'm always gonna support
Indeed.
in any matter, you know, any way I can. So, you know, that's just me, my brother. So I'm just happy to be here, you know what I mean, to get this thing going and talk about what I got going on.
Thank you. Now, I forgot to say that you were in my introduction, I forgot to say that you're an electrician too.
Yo, jack of all trades, baby.
I seen you putting the lights up in the shop. I'm like,
Facts.
This nigga electrician too?
Yo, man, I do it all, bro. I'm handy. I'm a real man. I'm a man's man.
You're a man's man.
Fact. I tell my lady that all the time. Like, I'm a man's man. You know what it is to be with a real man?
Yeah, you don't know. Nigga, electrician, nigga got on the ladder, started doing the lights and all that. Where you learn that work from though, bro?
Yo, real talk. I learned a lot of stuff from my moms. You know what I mean? Just growing up in a single parent household. Mama Love did it all, bro. Changing out light switches, laying down towels on the floor. Cause you know how it is being in housing.
Hell yeah.
You tell them you need something new, it take 2 years to get it done.
Facts.
And my mom wasn't with that. Like, my mom wanted something fixed. She put that ticket in. She give you, you know what I mean, a couple days. Housing don't come. They giving you the run around. She gonna go buy the stuff herself and go lay that down.
Do it.
And just growing up, seeing my mom's put in that pain from young, bro, and alone without having no help, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, listen, I learned from the best.
That's what's up.
So as I got older, I'm looking at everything that she was doing. I start mimicking stuff, you know what I mean? And real talk, man, I learned that from a woman.
And okay, and when you say the projects, what projects? Where, like, let the people know where you from, my audience, in case, even though they should know you, because you've been on the show about 3 times.
Never been on the show 3 times.
That ass.
Been on the show one time.
Nah, twice.
Once.
You sure?
Facts. That's when you was doing audio.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
Nah, son. You came to my show downtown, too.
Nah.
Yes, you did. We was in Brick.
That's the only one I did.
And you ain't do the other studio?
Nah. That was it. Just the one about the BAM, right?
BAM.
Yeah, what was that What was that old?
Immediate, it was BCAT.
BCAT, yeah.
You damn sure did.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Damn, I feel like, damn. You know why? We be with each other fucking so much. It feel like I interviewed you like 10 times.
Nah. Yeah, I did that one time.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was like 2020. No, 2019, 18, right before the pandemic.
When you first started?
When I first started.
I was like, yo, bro, you know what I mean? Any way I can help. You was like, man, come be a guest. I'm like, I'm there.
Yo, so how long you been doing this?
Hold on, back
yeah.
Back to
where
I'm
you
from
from?
Brownsville, bro. Brooklyn, you know what I mean? Straight out of Brownsville, LH, GP. You already know, man.
Yo, how was it like growing up over there?
So it was nasty, bro. You know what I mean? Just being honest, like, every day was rough, and I'm born in the '80s, so I'm there during the grimiest time.
Yeah, the '90s was crazy.
Yeah, like
grimy '90s.
And mind you, Brownsville was just, my part of Brownsville is so crazy because it's like 8 different projects. Every block is a new project. You know what I mean? And you got all the walls from every project outside. but you had to be outside. You know what I
Right.
mean? You had to go do stuff. You couldn't tell Mama Love you wasn't gonna get that milk and bread. It don't matter how many niggas in front of the store. You better go get that newspaper on that Sunday.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Go get that motherfucking cornmeal for that fish. Yo,
It
now,
was bad,
all right,
bro.
now, being from, you said LH, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coming up, you from the era of Duck Down Boot Camp and
Right.
right? How was it like seeing them being in the P's and then turning on the TV, going to video music box, seeing them on TV? How was that?
That was fire, to be honest. Like in the Ville, outside of, you know what I mean, those artists, we had the Shack.
That
You know what I
radio,
mean?
yeah.
That's
Rest
where
in
you go.
peace to the Shack.
Yo, man, we had the Shack on Pick'n Ave. So anytime you needed an album before it even came out, the Shack was the spot to go to. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And the Shack was full of all promo joints, all the stickers. So everywhere you go in the hood, you got them raucous stickers everywhere. The
Right.
Duck Down stickers everywhere. That little man with the trigger, you know what I mean? The Duck Down.
Yeah, the Duck Down logo.
Everywhere, bro. You know what I mean? It was fire. And I was a big fan, you know what I mean? The Boot Camp Clique, Fab Five, you know, Helter Skelter, all of that. I was a big fan of them. And it was just dope, you know what I mean, knowing that they was from the hood. But then you had MOP.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? MOP, it just felt good when you hear Brownsville. You know what I mean? Like even till this day, I just heard the Eric Sermon MOP joint
Right.
he premiered.
Yeah, for
When I hear that-
Dynamic Duos.
Facts. And when I hear that MOP, Brownsville, man, listen, bro, it made me feel good. I'm proud, you know what I mean? Proud Brownsville for real, bro. So it was fire, man. It was fire.
The best Brownsville, I feel like MOP really, niggas was looking at MOP like, yo, when Hove did the song with MOP.
Fall on Blaze.
Fall on
Fire.
Blaze. That's when it was like, wait, hold up.
Not for me. For me, it was How About Some Hardcore.
Oh, nah. Hell yeah. How about
That's what it was for me.
Or Blue Steel. Shout out to MOP, man.
Fact.
To the Death
Yo,
album is classic.
I never met them.
You never met MOP?
Nah, but trust me, I definitely got to put some calls in, and I gotta make that relationship, that connection
that's a
right
fact.
there. Man.
I met MOP. I helped my boy my man Villa, do a song with MOP, and I went to a show and I ran down on Billy Dan's, and Billy was real. I was like, yo, Billy, don't give me the Hollywood number, give me your number. He's like, yo, what? Yo, call me right now. I called him, like, look, this is my number. Call me tomorrow and we gonna make this happen.
Oh, I bet so. I'm gonna go through you then.
Nah, you can't go. I know that was a couple years ago. I don't know. Nigga never probably changed. You know what I'm saying? But niggas definitely was official. They answered their phone and they made that happen. And we got the video and everything. So shout out to MOP. They was real. You know what I'm saying? And the video shoot, I brought Mason. Mason was like maybe 4 years old. And they held Mason. They're like, yo, that's my son for the day. You know what I'm saying? So they held it down. We got the pictures and all that.
Fire.
Word. So how long you was doing this hard clothing line for?
It was
when it started?
2008. Yeah, 2008, bro. 17 years strong, man.
Word.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your clothing line was on 106 in Park. That's the first time I seen that shit.
Or yeah.
It's on 106.
Yeah. Bow Wow used to always have the joint on. Bow Wow, Terrence J.
Fact.
We used to get the people that was coming on the show in like French. He'd be wearing the joint.
Fact.
It was a good time.
Now,
man.
how did you get your clothes on these celebrities like that?
So for the 106 in Park,
Yeah, for the 106 in
Park. We had a tie-in with the stylist of the show. Yeah, it was one of my people's like old coworkers. I want to say I don't want to mess up the name. I think her name was Kwame or something like that. Not really too sure. I ain't had a relationship with my man. That was my man. You know what I mean? So every time we had something, he'd be like, yeah, bro, let me get this, let me get that, let me get that. And it was just like every other week we had holding on somebody. You know what I mean? It was fire. It was a good look. And relationships, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
That's the first time I seen it. I really never seen it on a ground level, bro. Your shit just took me. I'm saying when I seen it, your shit just was on 106 in Park. I was like, yo. My bro was like, yo, that's my bro shit. I was like, that shit fire. The heart upside down. I was like, and then I wound up getting your shit years later, but your shit always was fire, bro.
Appreciate it.
Now, how how you was out for 17 years. Within that 17 years, clothing lines now came and went. I know you know a few of them.
Facts.
Boutiques now opened and closed their doors. How do you stay relevant?
Yo, real talk, man. I think just my strategy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my strategy is to constantly put out some fire, you know, constantly make sure that I kind of get a grasp of what's really going on in the field,
Mm-hmm.
but then also stay true to the brand's identity. Like everything that I design and I make, it's kind of like an inspiration of things that I used to look up to and things that I were inspired to look like or dress like growing up, you know?
Mm.
So like see right here, like I got this hockey jersey on, you know, growing up in the 90s, hockey
Crack
jersey was
Mac,
fire,
Mac
you feel
flavor,
me?
yeah, shit.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Hockey
Like
jersey.
Tupac, LL, like
Mm-hmm.
everybody that was fly was, you know what I mean? Even Marky Mark used to throw the hockey jerseys on.
Facts.
And
Facts.
hockey jerseys always been a thing in the hip hop community. But it never really, I feel like it never really grasped like the big market,
Mm-hmm.
but it was always still fly. Sportswear in general, you know, sportswear and hip hop go hand in hand. So I wanted to do something. So I'm about to drop this soon too.
That's heat.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
That's heat. And
hmm
the representation of the Indian head.
Yeah.
You know, they took the Indian head from the Washington Redskins because it was like
hmm
some racial shit going on.
Yeah.
But the way you representing it as they was warriors of strength.
Fact.
So, but let the world know in case I messed up on anything, I'm missing
Nah,
something.
yeah. So basically, you know, this is part of the Warrior Chiefs collection. You know, the Warrior Chiefs is the head group of the, you know, the pack of the warriors. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's when they gotta get the white and red feathers. That's how, you know, you get their ranking, you know. This is the person that's chosen off of bravery to lead, you know, people into war.
Mhm.
You know, so that's what I feel like. I feel like, you know, the Warrior Chiefs was better than to be the leader. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
So
That's dope. Now,
appreciate it.
when you get in hard clothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, once it drop, anybody just can't get it, right? Like once you come out, like it's only a selective few pieces
Yeah.
that it's not you. The same piece that I got, I can't get that tomorrow.
I mean, it's
Like
sold out. Yeah,
the selective
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
painting.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's not never
It's
coming out.
just, yeah, I like to have fun with all my drops, bro. You know what I mean? I keep certain things limited. That's another thing too. How I last so long, I don't hoard the brand out. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like I just do 50 pieces here, 100 pieces here. You know, it's millions and millions of people. You know what I mean? I live in New York City alone, and you know, even in the US,
Hmm.
like I think just keeping the quantity low, keeping it limited, a little exclusive. I think the people love that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, especially when people going out, you don't want to go to a spot and 15 people got the same shirt on. You know what I'm saying? And I think like a lot of the fly guys, they be on it like that. Like, I ain't trying to get something that everybody else wearing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go out with somebody else. People will leave the spot, they see somebody wear the
Yo,
same shirt
yo,
on. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know that happened to me in the spot when I was rocking some Godspeed shit.
Mm.
20 other niggas had it on. I was like, shit. Even though Godspeed is fire, and when your
Super
shit
fire.
is so fire, it it's like a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
It could be so fire that it's just corny now. Like now everybody got it, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
everybody got it, but then you want to keep it at a regular price.
Mm-hmm.
But this goes into the pricing.
Yeah.
You want to keep your clothes at a regular price, but then when you got it at that price, everybody have it.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you manage that?
That's yeah. I'm happy you asked that. So to be honest, man, like when I be dropping certain things, one, I look straight for quality, right? So when I'm designing, I'm making sure that the materials is right, the fit is right. I'm making sure everything is good because I'm real meticulous with a lot of stuff. You know,
Mhm.
I like to strive for perfection in everything that I do,
Mm-hmm.
and I never want to feel like my customer is getting cheated or shortchanged. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, I'm in the streetwear business, you know, and me coming up, when I started this thing, I was always familiar with what the other competition was doing and
Right.
the pricing that they was doing.
Right.
And now when I look at things, like everything just changed drastically, you know, and I understand the inflation and all of that.
Facts.
I get it. Trust me, I get it. You got to make your money.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I know what I'm paying for these garments. It ain't that much inflation, bro. So I'm not even gonna kill my customers.
Right.
You know, outside of like if you're doing things overseas and you're paying your tariffs and you're doing this, that, and third, I get it. But I'm not gonna kill my customers. So I'm not doing $100 t-shirt.
No doubt.
You know, I'm not doing a $200 t-shirt.
No
You
doubt.
feel me? And again, for people that do it, that's cool. You know what I mean? But me in the streetwear game, I don't feel like that's what it was. I never felt like streetwear was luxury item prices. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you got streetwear, a t-shirt, $50, $60, cool. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? 400, 500, I don't consider that streetwear no more.
That's a
You know,
fact.
because it's for the people in the streets. And the people in the streets ain't really got 200 to spend on every piece.
That's a fact.
You know, so I like to make sure that I keep my things reasonably priced. And
Mhm.
sometimes I get people that's like, yo, bro, your jacket 350, your jacket 400. Man, I would have charged 500 for this. This is crazy.
Mhm.
I appreciate that. But I also want the people to be able to still, that been supporting me for these 17 years,
Right.
to still be able to support me for another 17 more, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
even
a
if I got to
fact.
cut back on the margin, I'm going to get the people a good product at a good price.
That's what they listen. And I feel so good when I don't feel nervous saying, yo, son, let me get that shirt, that hat. I don't feel like it's gonna be like $600.
Right.
I feel good. So I feel like I could come get 2 fitteds,
Mm-hmm.
a shirt, and a varsity jacket and still
Yeah.
have money to go out and
Yeah.
to sport the fucking clothes.
Yeah.
Not buying it. Now I'm broke.
Ah.
I gotta I gotta keep this in the cut the next paycheck. You know what I'm saying, son?
Nah,
So
I get it.
you definitely keep it at that comfortable range where a nigga could get real fresh.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Nah, for real. Listen, you're going to get quality and it's going to be at a good price.
And you don't gotta worry about everybody wearing. Yo,
Facts. Heartclothes.com. Check out the website. Come to the store, man. We be opening up soon. 191 Malcolm X Boulevard, Brooklyn, New York.
now we gonna get into that, but let me just say
Gotta
this.
put the plug in. You
Let
feel
me
me?
let me just say this. We gonna get into that,
Yeah.
right? When I wear that blue I got 3 varsities.
Yeah.
Right? The other one I gave to Amy, my baby mom's, my son mom's.
Yeah.
I gave to her. She just took it.
Mm.
It was so fire, she took it,
Yeah,
right?
that happens a lot.
The royal blue one. When I wear
Patch
that,
joint.
they still stop me. How old is that varsity?
That jacket, I dropped that in, I'm going to say 2017. So about 8 joints.
That's about 8 years old.
Yeah.
People still stop me like, yo, bro, where you get that varsity from?
You know what my inspiration was behind that one, right?
Well, which one? What was it?
That was a Jeff Hamilton joint, man. You know?
With all
Growing
the
up.
patches on it.
Yeah, I had one of those. You know, I had the red joint. And yeah, man. So when I was designing the joint, I was like, yo, you know what? I did a red one, I did a
Okay.
black one, I did a royal blue.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the red joint, so I kind of went with the color scheme of the red. And as I was designing the red one, you know, I'm not using people's logos and stuff
Right.
like that. So I just like, you know what? I'm gonna use all of my IPs. You know what I mean? All my logos. And it's funny because even on that joint, on the right sleeve, I got the Warrior Chief feathers on the joint.
Okay, yeah.
So a lot of my
Yeah,
designs,
you do got the feathers on that.
I ain't just make it up. You feel me? I like to tie everything in. Everything got a
Mhm.
story, everything kind of relatable to something I've done in the past or something I'm gonna do later on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
So, yeah,
so people still stop me for that.
it's hard.
Now, the other varsity,
Mm-hmm.
I like talking about the varsities. I needed to talk about this, bro.
Yeah.
With the city,
Yeah.
with the city on it.
Yeah.
What made you do that? What inspired that?
So, real talk, man, like when I was designing that one, it ain't really start out like that.
Okay.
You know, and usually my thing was like, you know, heart patch on the side,
Mhm.
something on the back, you know, play around, leather sleeves, this, that, and the third. And after a certain point, I was like, man, I done did like 7 of these drops already.
Right.
So I was on some shit like just trying to bust my head, trying to figure it out. And in my mind, I just kept on telling myself, go hard or go home. Go
Mm-hmm.
hard or go home. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, you can't come regular, bro.
Right.
You gotta go hard or go home. And I'm like, man, you know what? I'm about to take the leather sleeves. I'm gonna put the leather on the front. I'm gonna wrap it around, put the leather on the back, and put some birds on the joint. There's something to play around, throw the whole
Mhm.
city on it. You know what I mean? And I'm just adding things. I probably spent like about a year working on that jacket, bro.
Right.
And I remember I had it for quite some time, and I just had it on ice, just waiting. And then I was like, you know what, I'm ready to drop this. And when I dropped it, it was a bang, and the streets loved that joint, man.
I still got it. My son, it's crazy because now my son asking for it. Dad, let me get that. I'm like, I'm gonna give it to him,
Right.
but I'm gonna let him wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like a couple more wears out of it after I get that the Chiefs joint, the little Indian head one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to him. So I wanted to know, like, was it a time where you wanted to quit? Like, yo, all right, this shit ain't working, man.
Mad times, bro.
Mm.
Or it was mad times. And it wasn't even like that it wasn't working. It was just like, yo, I'm tired of doing everything. You know what I mean? Like for those that don't know, and I know there's a lot of people out there that's probably in the same scenario. Like if you feel like you don't got no help, or you feel like, it's a lot of work or it's too much for you to do on your own, it's mad of us out there grinding by ourselves. You know what I mean? I'm talking to all of y'all,
Mm.
like real talk. It's mad people that's doing it alone. And to be honest, sometimes it's better that way because ain't nobody gonna do it like you. You
Talk
know?
about it.
It's difficult. So it came to a point where I'm like, I'm doing the designs, I'm doing the manufacturing, doing the photo shoots. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like I'm just doing a lot. I'm uploading the website, I'm editing the photos, doing the marketing for the social media. And it was a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of like my brothers, pardon me, like that I could reach out to that I do consulting with. Yeah, I'd be like, yo, bro, like my man Hove, you know what I mean? Like my partner. Then I'd be like, yo, bro, you like this? He'd be like, nah, bro, change this or change that.
Mhm.
So like those things is cool. It's great. I love their feedback. And then when it comes time to bringing it to life and then selling it, it just be a lot, bro. And sometimes everything don't go the way you want it to go.
As you've seen it in your head.
Absolutely. And it's money.
It's
You know what I
definitely
mean?
bread.
So imagine you kicking out $2,000-$3,000, you got product and it ain't selling. Now you sitting on 2,000-3,000 right there in front of you, it ain't moving. And you can't stop. You know what I mean? So you got to get your hustle on, figure it out. You got to throw a new batch out there. It's like the streets, bro.
It's like the drug game.
Absolutely.
Now, you saying you by yourself. When you created the Heart Clothing brand, was you always by yourself or was it a couple of y'all that's
Nah. We had a whole team. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother G Money. Shout out to my brother Q. You know what I mean? We started this thing. Well, my brother G Money actually started on his own.
okay?
You know what I mean? He had presented me the idea and he was like, yo, bro, I want to do it. And I was a little tied up with a lot of stuff that I was doing.
Mhm.
And I ain't really want to like bear the workload. You know what I mean? I always been a person that's been like putting in a lot of work.
Mhm.
And at that time, I was like, go ahead, bro, do it. You know what I mean? And my brother really did it. Like he
Right.
started like cooking up his own little designs, started getting them printed from the print shop that we was using for our other stuff. And he was moving them pieces out the trunk.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's getting, and niggas was lit, you know what I mean?
Right.
Coming
Was
up,
it
we was
always
doing
the
our
upside
parties.
down heart?
It was all right. So it would all right. That's funny you say that. So before it became Heart, my brother G and my other man AP, they had a brand called Heart of the City.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it was a regular heart, and it had like two bones, like an X on it or something like that. You know what I mean? And it, it was cool.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope for that
It
time.
was cool for that time, bro. You know what I mean? Things ain't work out. So my man was like, yo, bro, like, what do I do? Yada yada yada. I'm like, yo, fuck it, just call it Heart. You know what I'm saying? Flip that shit upside down and keep it pushing.
Right.
And he got it, bro. He moving them pieces, you know what I mean? And I want to say like after like the second or third drop, and he like, yo, bro, let's take this shit to another level. You know what I mean?
Right.
So and then I came on, and then he had a relationship with my brother Q out in Newark, and he was like, yo, bro, let's come, let's get it going. And then we just started moving. Then we had a lot of our other brothers like my man Dion, Hove, Dell, my man Jay. It was a bunch of us, bro.
Right.
DJ and my man Crown Vic too. We had a nice little team, and everybody was shaking and moving. My man Mayo, free Mayo, man. My son be home soon. There's a lot of us, bro. And if I missed anybody, my fault. It's a long time ago, but yeah.
So, but how did it just trickle down to just you?
To be honest, bro, I think like after a couple years,
They ain't have no faith in the brand, you think?
nah. It wasn't like that. It's just like I feel like everybody wanted to do their own thing at some point. You know what I'm saying? And shit just ain't go right.
Right.
Shit ain't go right, and everybody just wanted to do their own shit, and it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But I was kind of like invested into the situation, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just put my own paper up
Right.
and just start piece by piece. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, my brothers are still around though. You know what I mean? They're always hitting me up. Actually, my brother Q just hit me yesterday on the gram. And yeah, bro, that's it, man. So I just wanted to keep it pushing, bro. And I just didn't never want to give up on it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. That's how I feel with the show.
Yeah,
Like, you know that when I did this show, I had co-hosts.
facts.
I ran through a couple co-hosts. No disrespect to none of the co-hosts. I had Lus on the show. I had my boy Shay. I had my boy Unique on the show. It's not that they things happen where they couldn't be a part of the show no more. Not that they got kicked off.
Yeah,
Or life started lifing.
facts.
But I felt like I was putting in so much work and investing so much bread. I was like, nah, I got to keep this shit going. Even when nobody wanted to come on the show.
Yeah.
I felt like, nah, fuck that. I got to keep this shit going for me.
Facts.
And I wanted to quit mad times, but I didn't, bro. I didn't even know where I was going with the shit. But I just knew I got to keep going. And I kept going. And you got brothers like you that seen it when I thought nobody was seeing it. I was getting calls from you, calls from my other people like, yo, son, that shit fire. Keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
And it motivated me to keep going. And now we here.
Yeah, nah, it's a beautiful thing.
Word.
Beautiful thing. But yo,
Word.
I don't want to cut you off. I feel like
Yo, good looking, bro. Good looking. Woo. Oh nah, you being disrespectful. You being disrespectful.
I don't know when this is gonna drop.
Dude, you being real disrespectful. Oh, this go with this for right now too. Yeah.
Definitely for right
I'm
now.
putting this shit on
Good.
right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. This the
Word.
first time they might see my bean on camera too. They never seen the bean on the camera. I'm sorry, ho. But this going on now. Woo, good fit too.
There you go.
Well, the bank gave me this shit, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, ho, but this no rock shit gotta go. Yeah, but thank you, man. Thank you for everything that you do, man. You also behind a lot of logos. Do you mind talking about that? Or not really? You signed the NDA?
Nah. I ain't that. Yeah, I do some work for people. You know what I mean? Certain people.
Right.
You know, like I don't really promote that I do like design work and stuff like
Right.
that, because it take a lot of time, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it take a lot of time out of your day. And I tell the people that I do work for, I let them know off the rip. I'm like, yo, bro, it's gonna be X amount of dollars. And they be like, all right, cool. Well, cook this up. I'm like, listen, you get 1 or 2 looks. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, damn, that's it. I'm like, listen, let me tell you something. Imagine me taking 5, 6 hours cooking up some shit for you, and it take you 5 to 6 seconds to tell me no.
Right.
Nah.
That's crazy. Like, nah, I don't want that.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. I'm good.
But that had to come from that happening to you before, where you cooked up mad different designs, or somebody just was like, nah, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Negative. I would never waste my time, bro. I don't know. Yo, negative, bro. I just know for a fact like how long it take for me to design certain things. You know what I mean? And I'm not giving people like. And again, no knock to other people, but I'm not recycling the same shit to everybody. You know what I mean? It's like producers sending a beat pack out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't do that. If you ask me for something, it's gonna be specific. I'm gonna tailor it to what you got and your identity of your brand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking the questions like, yo, bro, what's this about? All right, let me see some stuff that you did before. I'm trying to tie everything in because this is your story. You know what I'm saying? Like ghostwriters. Ghostwriters ain't writing no wild, outlandish stuff for every artist. They gonna try to put themselves in that person's shoe.
That's a fact.
So that's what I do. You know what I mean? So I let people know off the rip. You know what I mean? So I did a lot of work, man. Like, I was blessed to do things for Kevin Hart. I was blessed to do things for Fabulous. The Young Guns, they did like a 20th anniversary for their first album. I did their merch. It came out so fire. Like, shout out to my man Neef. Shout out to my man Young Chris, man. My brother King Streets. So like, there's a few people that know, and if they know, they hit me, and then we get it going.
Shout out King Streets.
Yeah, my brother, man.
King Streets, you plugged me with that interview.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
You plugged me with the Booth interview.
Facts.
Like, you work so silently behind the scenes, bro, and you don't want to be seen. That's why I had to give you that introduction.
Yeah.
Because you're not thirsty for the spotlight.
Nah.
But your work is just shining through, bro.
Yeah. No more playing the back, bro. I'm in the front now.
Yo, and this is what I was getting into. Now, shout out to my boy Ms. Renee Garcia, right?
Yeah.
I just seen you.
Right there.
That's my bro.
Mm-hmm.
I just seen you on his podcast.
Yeah.
And y'all was talking about gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Right? I wanna touch on this because when I seen it, I was like, yo, I wanna ask for some things, right? The gatekeeping thing, like, is anybody gatekeeping you that you put on?
Gatekeeping me? Nah.
Like, you put them in a situation, now they got further than, they got to where they wanted to go, so, and now they keeping you away from shit.
To be honest, if any of that ever happens, because I allowed it to.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So like if I had a situation where it turned out like that, it's 9 times out of 10 because I allowed it. Like, I got a big heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if I see somebody moving funny and I know what I did to help you get to that situation, I'm like, you know what, they probably, you know what I mean? They probably need that situation more than me.
Nah.
Go ahead.
Nah, yo, you know, your big heart make you feel that way. Some niggas just be like, some niggas just use you for your situation, bro.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. I definitely
I
feel
was
you.
used, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why, why people gatekeep, right? And when you say, yo, the reason why I want to bring this up, because you said something in that show, and I was like, exactly. You said, it's the reason why people gatekeep, right? And I was in a situation where I helped somebody get a podcast. I showed them how to do it, introduced them to here. And they talking shit about me behind the scenes.
Come with the game sometimes.
Bro, how you talking about somebody that's helping you?
Yeah.
But it been happening to me since I was a kid. Niggas to borrow your clothes and talk shit about you in your clothes. Dead ass, my nigga.
Yeah.
How you talking about me in my clothes, bro?
Yeah.
This been happening to me since I was in high school, bro.
Yeah.
So I introduce you to the game, show you how to get a show, show you which way to do it, even help you in certain situations, bring you to all my plugs. And the things I get is how you act and react towards me.
All right, but I got something for that though. That shit was supposed to happen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at life, man. Like, yo, it's unfortunate, but it was supposed to happen that way. You were supposed to find out at this time. Because if you never did find out, you'll still be around that person.
Yup.
You know what I mean? So that's
that
how
shit hurt, bro. It hurts, and it actually messes up other people's chances. Yeah, it do, bro.
I got something for that too, bro. And I tell a lot of people, like, I talk to a lot of my friends about certain things, and we can't let one thing really make us change who we are. You know what I mean? Like, you can move a little different, but your intention shouldn't change. I'm still me at the end of the day. If somebody bite my hand tomorrow, I'm not gonna just stop being me and stop being the loving and giving person I am, bro.
No.
I'm gonna just be mindful of what it is.
No doubt.
You know? So I'm not gonna change who I am, but I will, you know, just take it lightly or just have a better perspective of what's going on. Just look around more and kind of figure out what it is. But just because I done help 4 or 5 people out and I get done dirty or they try to cut me out of a situation, I'm not gonna not help the 5th, 6th, 7th person, bro.
That's true. That's true. And I get what you're saying. And I'm the same way, but you can't keep being fucked over. When do you say, you know what? It's done. I'm only dealing with this type of person and that's it.
You ain't never gonna know. It could be somebody that call you bro every day.
Word.
That do you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? In this life and this journey that we on, bro, you don't know how long the person's supposed to be riding with you.
That's true.
You know what I mean? They say everybody can't go.
Everybody, and definitely everybody not going. Now, I don't want to go too far off the top of the subject. You've been in the game for 17, going on 18 years, right? why you just opening up your own shop?
Okay. That's a good question. Real talk, I never really cared for the overhead. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? That was one of my things. Like, you know, my operating cost right now is super low.
mhm,
And I got a great customer basis online.
mm,
You know? Like
mm,
my customers don't have no problem shopping directly online.
right.
So I never really cared for a spot, you
Okay.
know? And then it just so happens that, I opened up an embroidery business recently. Shout out to my brother Jay. And this joint is called Crossing Threads. For anybody that want to do some embroidery work, get some
Woo.
patches done and all of that,
Oh,
check them out. On Instagram, it's at Crossing Threads with a Z at the end. We do all the firework. My man got about 11 years of experience.
okay.
We got the top machine in the spot. Good quality. And like I said, like I'm from that. You know what I mean? This is what I do. I'm hands on with the production of things. So if you need anything done, any clothes, any hats, some custom joint, you want to get the good quality for your brand, holla at Crossing Threads, man. Hit me in the DM. Send a DM to them. There's an email on there. We got the Brooklyn location. That's what it
And I
is.
feel like you're talking to me because I've been supposed to get my moving forward shit done by you.
I know.
My show always, shout out to my boy Show.
Yeah.
He always be like, yo, Flo, what's up with the cross brand, with the heart, with the moving forward shit? I be like, yo, bro, you gotta wait. Shit costs bread. Shit ain't free. You gotta wait until I'm able to pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? When I got the bread, then I'ma holler at my bro.
Yeah, but you ain't gotta buy a pound. You can start off with an O.
No doubt. No, that's a fact. And yo, listen, y'all heard it first, man. Y'all heard it first. Now, but let's get back to the shop, because
Yeah. So I ain't care for the overhead, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then now I got this embroidery business open up, and I'm looking around. When I found the space for that,
mm,
I'm looking around the blocks and everything's shut down, bro. I'm like, yo, I know it's nasty out here. And these spaces is all shut down. There's no businesses open, bro.
no.
So I'm like, yo, you know what? This might be my damn opportunity right now.
hmm
Get something for the low. It feel like it's in my favor.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, bro, what you gonna do? You own a building
Right.
and your commercial space is not being rented. What you gonna wait to get 5,000 a month, or you gonna take this 2,000?
Yeah,
You
you're
know
gonna
what I'm
take that
saying?
2,000 quick.
So that's like when I started seeing it, I'm like, nah, right now the time to strike.
hmm
So I was on some shit like, man, listen, I'm doing this. I got the clothing line shit popping. I'm like, yo, you know what? Yo, Fresh, you doing good, but you need to double down. You know what I mean? Like double down, bro. And I'm having this battle with myself, and I'm talking to my lady, and I told her what my plans was, and I was like, yo, babe, like, yo, I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z. This is what I got. This is how much it's gonna cost me. She's like, yo, I believe in you. You know what I mean?
hmm
And when she told me that,
But sparked the fire underneath you,
man,
bro.
I was like, bet. Because to be honest, like my partner, like that's who's gonna hold me down if anything happens. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I got a good support system. You know what I mean? But my lady, when she told me that, man, I felt like I could lift up a fucking car, bro.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And it is real talk, bro. And all of this shit just happened, bro. It's not like I was planning this. I
Mhm.
swear to God, bro, this shit probably happened within the last like 5 weeks. And I'm looking for spots. I'm calling, yo, I'm trying to negotiate situations. And in life, man, you don't get what you deserve, bro. You get what you negotiate.
Let's talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm a numbers guy. You know what I mean? It gotta make sense for me.
Right.
And I'm calling my man like, yo, bro, I got this spot. They charging X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna get him for this. He like, all right, bro, go ahead, do what you do.
hmm
I'm making these calls, bro, and I got it to what I wanted it to be. And it was a fire situation. I'm like, you know what? It's time for this heart store. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Huh, hold that.
Now, my question is, congratulations on that as well, because
Appreciate it,
this is
bro.
well overdue.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And when you win, I win.
Facts.
So I don't listen, I seen you collab with do your business with Best I Fly,
Yeah, my man
right?
Steve. Shout out to
Big
Steve.
shout out to
Good
Steve,
dude,
right?
man.
Great brother.
That's a fact.
Great brother. He embraced me. He even embraced my son. Like, great guy, man. And I seen him do things with you with no hate, all help, all family love, right? So I want to say this, right? Why you pick Bed-Stuy and not Brownsville for the shop?
Real talk. In the Ville, you got Pickens and you got Belmont, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really want to be there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything closed early. I'm good. You know, in Brownsville, even growing up, bro, when that time went down, when that time go back in October, the stores is closed like at 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? 5 o'clock, bro. I mean, that sundown,
Out of
gates is
there,
down.
yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't want that, bro. You know what I mean? I wasn't looking for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just found out that the Chase Bank over there closed at 3 p.m.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like, you never get into the bank
That's
after work.
crazy. That's
Yo,
crazy.
bro.
I ain't even know that at all.
It's crazy. And again, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't that it can never happen. You know, it just so happened that when I was looking for spots, I found Malcolm X Boulevard, and I seen multiple businesses back to back to back that was vacant.
Right.
And I was like, yo, I got a shot right here as opposed
Mm-hmm.
to one, you know what I mean, vacant spot on a block that's filled with stores.
Mm-hmm.
And I got joints that's back to back vacant. I was like, nah, I can negotiate with this person, and this person. Somebody, it's gonna be a bidding war here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I chose the style, let the style. You know what I mean? The style is live too. You know what I
That's
mean?
a fact.
And it's bigger. You know what I mean? The style, the neighborhood of best style.
It's gentrified and shit gentrified like a motherfucker.
It's
that shit is
old
Bedford.
style.
What they call that shit? Bed-Stuy Heights. That shit is Bed-Stuy Heights
cool.
now.
The style is big.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's fire. You know what I mean? And and I want to say something that you mentioned, Bed-Stuy Fly. I don't think Heart Clothing would be what it is today without Bed-Stuy Fly, and I promise you, bro. You know what I mean? And I know we here for a minute. I'm gonna just touch on this. My man Ray's put me on the Bed-Stuy Fly on Ralph Ave. He was like, yo, bro, you should put this stuff in the store. And this is around the time where we're looking to wholesale. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, we're gonna put our clothing in all the fly stores. You know what I'm saying? My man Ray's, my brother Ray's from the Ville, he was like, yo, bro, check out Bed-Stuy Fly there on Ralph. I'm like, of course, you from Brevoort? From the project? That's the first thing I thought, like from the project?
That shit ain't gonna work.
I'm like, nah. I'm like, what they got in there?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? I'm not a stubborn person, so I pulled up. They got all the fire on the window.
All the heat. That's when he used to sell other people's shit in there.
I'm like, damn, he got it. I went and introduced myself. You know what I mean? And we was chopping up, and then at that point, like I'm doing cut and sew pieces, I'm doing custom joints. I'm not just printing shit. You know what I mean? Like we kind of came in the game a little elevated, bro. New era fitters and all of that.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Like we came in the game.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. It was like never ground level. Shit was already up.
Oh, that's what it appeared to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I brung some pieces in there. I met Steve, cool dude, and he felt it. He seen it. He was like, yeah, I fuck with it. So we started doing consignment at first.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Couple of pieces here. And I want to shout out these other people too, man. I want to shout out Street Fan. You know what I mean? Like my man Kev, Jump Shot, Kane, like Tyke, a couple of them.
Free Tyke.
They was coming to the spot and they started copping the Heart joint. They copping the New Era fitteds with the matching hoodies, sweaters, and all of that. You know what I mean? And they kind of got it lit too because you know they was lit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Street Fan.
That's a fact. They solidified in the streets and they fly. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them guys. And they supported, not knowing us, bro. They just saw some fly shit. They cop. They posted on the gram. You know, the gram is getting hot around this time, like 2010, 2011, you know what I mean, 2012. And it's just getting lit from there, bro. And then Steve, you know what I mean? He's putting our stuff. He's not tucking it in the corner. He putting it next to Mishka. He putting it next to 10 Deep. He putting it next to Publish. And these are all Crooks and Castles. These are all big brands, bro. And mind you, they selling their sweaters for $110, $125, $150. My sweaters is $125, $150.
Fact.
Quality is there. The placement is there. So I appreciate my brother for that so much, man. I appreciate all the guys for supporting too, because that really, I feel like that catapulted Heart Clothing on the boutique style. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Now, the reason why I said that, and I'm happy that you touched that, shout out to Steve and the whole Bed-Stuy Fly, because when he first opened the shop, the success took a shot at him.
Literally.
They broke his windows. They was hating.
My man shot back.
Right. Yo.
Allegedly.
Yo, right. They broke his windows, right? So, and not, they was hating because they feel like even when he just had the turkey drive, somebody was standing next to me like, yo, how he having the turkey drive? He bringing fab and stuff to the hood and he not even from the style. Niggas was saying that, bro. But I want to say this to you, right? How how do you feel comfortable in that borough, which is the best style in in that side of the hood, right? And you don't feel like you're gonna be tested by other boutiques in around the neighborhood?
Bro, I'm from the Ville, bro. I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? I'm a
Mm.
grown ass man. I show love. Like people genuinely fuck with me. You know what I mean? People
Mm-hmm.
gravitate to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't worried about none of that. You know, and I ain't even in the mindset of thinking
I'm
about none
thinking
of
like
that. You
that.
know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty cool with diffusing situations, and you know what I mean. I'm good, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been in 1,000 situations. You know what I mean? I've been in
Mhm.
real shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not
Right.
really worried about that. And again, you know, everybody do what they got to do. Everybody eat. We
No
good.
doubt.
You know what I mean? You gonna
No
do
doubt.
what you do. I'm gonna do what I do, and it is what it is. You
When
know.
is when the shop is opening?
Oh, our grand opening December 20th, man. Saturday.
Right before Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, right before the holidays, man. Come pull up. Come get some hard stuff. Put that under the tree for somebody, man.
Put it under the tree. You already know. You already know. Now, what advice would you give the audience that's watching that want to start their own brand?
Come holler at me, man. I'm gonna get your shit right. You know what I mean? Nah, but for real, I feel like a lot of people get caught up in just following the trends. You know what I mean? When you do that, you just waiting for the next thing to pop for you to go ahead and jump on it. And by the time you jump on it, it's already on the next thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't worry about that, man. Do what's true to you. Do what you want to do. Do what you like. You know, do what you think is fly. You know? That's really what it is. You gotta be genuine. You gotta be yourself at all times. Cause following the next person wave ain't never gonna get you nowhere.
But you gotta be some type of a fly dresser to even want to get into the fashion too.
Nah, bro, you seeing these dudes in the fashion game?
Yo, bro.
Nah,
Nah,
you
I'm saying,
crazy.
yo, bro, I understand where you going, but bro, this is what I mean, right? You can't say, yo, Flo, Flo don't support me. He don't buy they trying to get me to wear a shirt and it say keeping it 100 and they got the fucking 100 emoji on it with the $100 with the wings on it.
Nah, you gotta chill because I did that for somebody before.
You gotta tell. Why you ain't say nothing, bro?
Yo, bro, I'm not here to knock nobody's dream, bro.
You can't use emojis on your clothes, bro.
This is when emojis was lit. Yo, bro, listen. I'm I don't get paid for giving my opinion, bro. You know what I mean? When a customer come to me for production, I'm just gonna worry about giving you the best product I could give you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now you coming to me for consultation and design and guidance
That's a
with
different
that,
price.
that's a different price, bro. If you want production, I promise you, this is what you want.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give you the neatest, cleanest quality it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is what that is. Now, if I gotta dig in my other bag,
Hmm.
you gotta dig in your other bag.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
All right.
Now, you're a man of many of many bags, right? You do many things, right?
Yeah.
Um, I want to get a little bit in the industry thing
Yeah.
with you, right?
Okay.
Now, how did a little birdie told me that you was working with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Nah, I ain't worked with them directly, but we done stuff for them. So everybody know I manage DJ Booth. Well, if you don't
Right.
know, I manage DJ Booth.
Right.
Definitely hands down one of the best DJs I've ever heard.
That's
You know
a
what I mean?
fact.
I've been across the world a million times, bro, and
That's a
I've seen a
fact.
lot of DJs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not just because that's my man, and I've been rocking with him for Jesus, what, like, damn, I want to say it's been
30 years.
Nah, and I ain't been 30, bro, but it's been since 2007. So it's been
Sheesh.
28 years. I mean, 18 years.
That's a
You
lot.
know what I'm saying? So it's been a long time, bro. You know what I mean? It's been a long time, but I've seen Booth do shit. Bro, that boy's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody ever been to a party where Booth is at, they know his energy is different. You know what I mean? If you've seen him on daytime TV, you know that energy is different. If you see him in the concerts, you know that energy is different, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And just working with Booth and back to your question,
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time my man Lenny S had hit me up and he was like, yo, this is around the time when Jay dropped that 444 album and he
Okay.
was doing the tour. So he was like, yo, bro, yo, y'all want to do Jay-Z and Beyonce private party? So I was like, that's a fact. Let's do it.
Bring that
You know what I
shit.
mean?
Mhm.
And not for nothing, not to even get off subject, but Lenny S is one of the most genuine, the best industry dudes that I've ever met, bro. Like that's somebody I call a brother.
No
You
doubt.
know what I mean? Like I've met a lot of people in this industry, bro. It's very wishy-washy. But Lenny S, it's a real one, bro.
He answered his phone. He picked
Man,
that phone up. You call him.
outside of that, Lenny S bring value. He
Mm.
bring opportunities, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And Lenny S don't ask for nothing in return.
Mm.
You know? But me being the person I am, I always make sure Lenny S is taken care of.
Right.
Anything that I could do. Yo, bro, we can get this, that, and the third, whatever. Outside of me just giving my appreciation and letting him know, like, yo, bro, I appreciate you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But Lenny S is a real one. So Lenny S hit me and was like, yo, bro, we can do the party. So I'm like, all right. He like, yo, I'm gonna have Caleb, who's Beyonce's assistant, hit you up. Cool dude. He hit me up. He was like, yo, we gonna be at the one hotel in Brooklyn. I'm like, I bet. So, you know, we did the logistics. I got my
Right.
team to go over there, set up the sound system and all
Right.
of that. So he's like, yo, you wanna go to the show? I'm like, yeah, send that. He's like, hi, I got 2 tickets for you. Front row joints too. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Facts. So he's like, I'm like, yo, where I get my tickets at? He like the Calvin Klein entrance. So you know that's the VIP joint. You know what I mean? So this is a funny story, but I'm gonna
Right.
try to do this one quick.
Nah, I hear you.
So
Take your time.
I get to the desk, right?
Mhm.
So the girl like, oh, you know, give me your ID. She like, yo, I don't see no tickets under your name.
Mm.
So I'm like, nah, check again.
Right.
So she looking through, she was like, yeah, nah, I don't see no tickets. So she goes, yo, who reserved the tickets for you? I was like, Beyonce. She was like, her eyes lit up. She goes, oh, you gotta go to that table over there.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, bet. So I go over there to that table, at my tickets. I'm like, oh, we lit. I took my man with my right-hand man, Dale. We went to the joint right there, floor seats right in front of the stage, bro. You know what I mean? So it was lit. So now I'm just making sure everything good at the spot. The people said, yo, we set up, we all good. So I'm like, all right. I hit Booth up. Booth was en route. Show is over. We go to the spot. Man, we go to the spot. And bro, this was a fire night. This is one of them no cell phone nights.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Like,
Right.
yo, bro, like
Right.
you won't even think to pull your cell phone out.
Right. Because it's just happening right there.
Fact. And you don't even want to get that perception like everybody cool, everybody mingling. Niggas don't want to be around people filming all day.
Exactly. That's,
I mean,
that's
like,
crazy.
it wasn't that type of vibe.
Mhm.
You feel me? So I probably had like 20 missed calls that night. I kept it in my back pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody was in there. Fab, Jada, Angie Martinez.
Lit.
It was crazy,
It was
bro.
lit.
You know what I mean? And mind you, as soon as we playing, Booth playing, he got the warm-up music coming on. Who you see? You see Jay and Beyonce walking through, and they just dancing, having a good time.
Right.
And they come right to the booth where me and Booth is at. You heard? We give him a pound, shake Beyonce hand. We just had like a little chit chat real quick, you know what I mean? And it was this vibe. They just like was just talking regular, and then they just dancing amongst each other, just smiling and having a good time.
Chilling.
So I'm like, damn, that's what's up. Like they got a nice, loving relationship. That's dope. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
Fast forward into the night, like mind you, Jay and Beyonce like literally dancing like not too far from the DJ booth. You know what I mean? And I'm just there seeing the situation, and they coming back and forth a couple times, just having a little small talk, bro. So I'm like, all right, you know, everything cool. And I'm a whole fan.
Right.
And just I've seen the mad times from afar, you know what I mean? But to see him and actually interact with him is a little different, you know what I mean? Especially when you know what I mean, on some humble shit.
Right.
And he came through, and then he was just like, ooh, like every time Booth dropping a joint, he making that face like he just heard a crazy beat. You know what I
Was
mean?
he playing his music?
He was playing everything. It was
Alright.
definitely a lot of old Hove getting played. But mind you, at one point, my son Booth throws on the PSA, you know, dun, 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 right? And then he goes, allow me to reintroduce myself. And then he switched it. Fuck all that pretty Sean Carter nigga is Hove. And when that shit dropped, oh my God, bro.
Ooh.
Son, yo, Hove was like, ooh.
Yeah.
He came over there, he gave me a pound. He gave Booth a pound. He's like, yo, he is nice. You know what I mean? And I don't even think Booth even tell the story like that.
Right.
Because I don't think niggas even believe him,
Right,
bro. You know what I
right,
mean? He like,
right.
yo, he is nice. And I'm like, yo, Hove, you can't steal that shit for the show. He's like, nah, I'm taking that. I'm taking that. Yo, but it was a good night, man. It was a good night. Word. Oh, real quick. One of my favorite times of that night.
Right.
Angie come up to me. She like, yo, Kiss is here. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you gotta tell Booth throw that Reservoir Dogs on.
Ooh,
I'm like, Angie, I already told them.
you got that.
Reservoir Dogs, come on, that's one of my favorite joints.
That's just hard.
Hove, Kiss. I don't know who else was there, bro. I don't know if Sheik was there.
I spit rhymes in the poster till I swear Big moved. Come
Man,
on,
listen,
son.
bro. I was like, this is my opportunity. That shit came on. I ran over there where Hov and them niggas was at. We was all lined up like this, rapping the whole shit. Everybody verse got rapped
That's
at that
different.
party.
That's different.
Man, I called
That's
my man,
different.
yo, bro, I just rapped Reservoir Dogs with Hov.
That's different. That's different. I know
Word.
that gave you a different type of energy.
And I was happy, bro. And it was cool. You know what I mean? It was a cool night. Nobody was on no groupie shit. Everybody was chilling. The Douce was flowing. It was fire, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? We had a good time. They had a good time. You know what I mean? It was even such a good situation where they done sent business my way. You know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm talking about.
They done referred me to other people, and I had Booth through other bookings. You know what I mean? And it was like, I thought niggas was joking on my phone when they said, yo, Jay-Z gave me your number.
Wow.
I'll say that story for another time.
Wow. That's different. That's different. See, Hove definitely throw alley-oops, and
he threw
niggas
it.
throw alley-oops.
Yo, Hove, good looking. I appreciate it. I ain't never get to tell him, you know what I mean, the situation. He plugged me in with a big actor, and they got a big production company.
Damn,
Plugged me. Man, listen. Or Hove, good looking. Lenny S, good looking, my brother.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to that story, man.
Yeah.
Everybody don't come on this couch and say they party with Hove, son. That's different. That's different, bro. You done fucked me up. Now I done damn near forgot what the fuck I wanted to say. Fucking with you, son. Yo, but I don't know. I did you had a real bad car accident, right?
Yeah.
Was that in the summertime, if I'm not mistaken?
Nah, it was in the spring,
It was just
2023, man.
Yeah.
I broke both my hands.
Right. Now, when that happened, how did you still manage to create? Or did it go on pause?
It was on pause, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? And at the time, you know, my lady was expecting my youngest daughter. You know what I'm saying? And when I got into that accident, I ain't gonna hold you. The first thing that came to my mind was like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to pick up my baby girl. You know, like in that accident, both my arms was just dead shot. I couldn't even lift them up.
Right.
I couldn't do nothing. They were just having spasms the whole time. And it was scary, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, once I got to the hospital and, you know, everything worked out and whatever, you know what I mean? I had my recovery time. It took me about a year to recover from that.
I remember that.
So everything was on hold. You know what I'm saying? Everything was on hold. It was a wild time. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to my baby shower, both my arms cast up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was crazy.
But like during that time, was that one of the times when you felt like saying, I'm done with this shit, quitting? Or did that grow the relationship with you and your lady stronger because you know she was holding you down during that time?
I had to, bro, if you ain't never been in a situation where you can't feed yourself, you can't open a bottle of water, you can't wash up, you can't clean yourself after using the bathroom, bro, you ain't never gonna understand what it's like. You know what I mean? But like I said earlier, I got a good support system, man. My lady always held me down. My family held me down. I had my friends pulling up, cooking both of us meals. She's pregnant, you know what I mean? She's pregnant dealing with me. I'm out of commission, bro. You know what I'm saying? I have friends pulling up with home cooked meals, like, for both of y'all.
That's real.
I have friends that's, yo, bro, I'm sending you an Uber Eats gift card. Like, yeah, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people did for me, man. You know, it was just fire. You know what I'm saying? Like word. And it was good. And it was depressing. You know, like after like 1 or 2 weeks, it was like, all right, cool. After that, it was like, damn. And me, I'm such an active person. I'm the person that get things done.
Right.
And to be like this the whole time, it was crazy for me, bro. You know what I mean? But with the strong support system that, you know what I mean, I have with her family and my family, like everybody pulled together and they made the situation a lot easier.
That's
you know,
real.
It did stop the heart clothing business for a while because I couldn't do what I needed to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it was all right. It worked out.
As it should.
Yeah.
Now, when you talk about your friends, I see you got a real close knit group of guys that surround you, and they always around you, right?
Absolutely.
and I don't see no kinks in the armor, bro.
Yeah.
And these days, I salute that because you don't got a lot of people that could say they got the same friends from back then, and ain't nobody trying to fuck nobody girl,
Mm-hmm.
ain't nobody trying to sleaze nobody out no bread. Everybody is like genuine and loyal.
Yeah.
You know, how do you keep that friendship going?
To be honest, like I feel like I was blessed with the gift of seeing bullshit a mile away. You know what I mean? Like I know how to read people, bro. I get that vibe. You know what I mean? Like the energy never lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I build bonds with people, like genuine bonds with people. I don't just meet people and just hi. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, we really got a bond. Like your kids, I treat them like my kids. I love your family like they my family. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? And I've always been that way. So if you know me since elementary or you know what I mean, whatever, high school, whatever the case may be, we still rock with each other because I'm a genuine person and I love, bro. Like I was raised with love and I know what it's like to be loved and I know what it's like to give love.
Right.
A lot of niggas ain't raised with love,
That's
so
a
they don't know
fact.
what it's like. You know what I
That's a
mean?
fact.
And I got morals, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I hold myself to high standards, man. Like real talk. You know,
Hey.
that's what it is. So if I meet you and we clicking, we locked in.
Right.
And also, if I introduce you to somebody else, my bonds is so strong with my people that they become family. You
That's
know
a
what I
fact.
mean? Like you don't gotta just be around my people when I'm around. Y'all hang out together now.
Right. Just off the strength of you know him, I know you that you're a good dude.
Absolutely. And if
Right.
I vouch for somebody, it's official.
No doubt. All right. So before we wrap it up, I want to ask you just one more question. Right. What do you wish someone told you before you jumped into the management game and the designing game?
All right. So with the management game, I wish I would have carved out time for myself and my brand while I was focusing on everybody else's brand.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like, you know, when I'm involved in something, I put my all into it.
no
You
doubt.
know what I mean? But at the same time, I was playing the background for so much. You know what I mean? I never was really building up the fresh brand, you know? And I got a lot of stuff going on. And I've always been involved in a lot of things.
Right.
So I just kind of wish that I would have been building up all the brands simultaneously instead of just investing all my free time into the next person.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So
mm,
that's one thing that I wish I just would have changed. If and again, I don't live with no regrets, bro.
right.
I just wish that I just would have tweaked that. You know what I mean? So that's the advice I give for the next person that's coming up in that situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get some good people that's trying to be successful and got the same vision as you. And also make sure that you invest in time in yourself. Because at the end of the day, if they gone or if things don't work out and they here, you're gonna be left behind. You gotta figure it out for yourself. So
Right.
make sure you carve out that time, you build up yourself, and then you work on you. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody gonna help you after you help other people. You know what I mean? That's it.
My boy fucking fresh. You dropped a lot of major heat on this interview, bro. You had this shit ready, bro. I'm happy that you coming out of the shadows. I'm happy that you really, it seems like you hungrier. I don't know what it is. It seemed like you really like you're not playing. It always seemed like you always had it. The clothing line always been lit.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like you was never really pushing it really that much for some reason. But for now, it seems like you like now it's like this is your last hurrah. Like you gonna go all the way up with this shit.
I ain't playing with my potential no more, bro. You know what I mean? Like it was cool. Everything I was doing was cool. It's over for that cool shit.
Right.
I'm stepping hard. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, I got to double down. You know what I mean? It's about me right now. You know what I'm saying? It's about me and everything that I got going on
Mhm.
and everybody that's rolling with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm the leader, if I'm the warrior chief,
Right.
I got to lead my team to success. You know what I mean? We got to get this victory.
And so this goes to tell me that when you seen like other clothing brands that came out after you blow up, but you still seeing yours, not saying that yours never was successful, but you seeing yours just is like stagnant right there,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't see it reaching that where everybody wearing it. It's like, how did that make you feel?
Bro, I've always been comfortable in my own situation, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm always good in my own skin. You feel me? So another person's success don't mean that I'm not successful.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Not for nothing. I'm blessed, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got a beautiful family. I take care of mine. I got a beautiful crib. Got a beautiful lady. You know what I mean? Like we about to get married soon.
Talk.
You know what I mean? We just got engaged. I'm blessed, bro. I got a great family behind me. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm definitely successful. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean? Again, another person's success ain't measuring mine.
Indeed.
I'm super good. You know what I mean? So right now, it was just my time to take it to the next level.
You heard that shit?
You know,
Thank your
been
friend.
in the crib.
So come on, son. The many mansions. Come on,
bro.
son. Come on, son.
You know what I mean?
Fight nights.
Fact, yeah.
Good food.
Steaks on the grill and all of that. You know what I mean? Good deck in the back.
Son, come on, man.
I go in my backyard, pick out fruit and eat it right there.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
listen. Certain things don't need to be said. Listen, what they say, what's understood don't need to be explained.
Yeah.
We're good, bro. Like, I don't need to tell people. Like, I kind of gatekeep you. I ain't gonna front, bro. I gotta get.
You the problem.
So I'm the problem. You the problem. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. A couple people ask where I got the varsities from, but sometimes people just want to know. They don't like. All right, I tell you where y'all got where you get the good shit from.
Now what?
And now what? You just want to know? Like, buy some shit, support. I'm letting you know where you getting the shit from. Now, hit him up. My man's supposed to call me like, yo, you introduce somebody to me, but he hit me up. He want a coat, he want a hat, he want a shirt.
Yeah.
You ain't sit that yet, right?
Nah, we don't know, but they could have copped online.
That too.
Yo, anybody that asks you, let them know, bro.
Yeah, yo, listen. Tell them that Flow Bomber from Moving Forward sent you. You might get a discount, 5%. I don't know.
Yo, before we wrap this up,
talk to me.
I'm gonna say this, and this at a certain part of my career when I'm doing this management thing. You know, again, we started this shit from the ground up, bro. I mean, we doing little hood parties, baby showers, shit like that, to doing arenas. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
To having weeks in Japan and China and doing all of these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've reached a level of success with Booth and Omanaya, which is
shout out DJ Omanaya.
You know what I mean? It was a beautiful thing. And we did this from the ground up. I ain't have no mentor. I wasn't a part of no team and this, that. Like, it was none of that going on.
Right.
Everything that we got was straight cold calling, hitting people up, DMing, emailing, reaching out, and just using resources. You know what I'm saying? And if we ain't had a resource, we pulling up and we just shooting our shot.
Right.
You know, so everything that we got was from that pain, bro, that guerrilla marketing and that hard work. And I say that to say this, for anybody that's on the come up, man, anything that you're doing as being an entrepreneur, whether you in hip hop industry, you in the fashion business, music, or whatever it is, any type of thing, you got to put that groundwork in. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to make every situation, whether how big or small it is, you got to blow that shit up.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? And one of my things, my strategy was, we're going to make something like this look like this. You know what I mean? Pause. But for example,
I hear that shit.
If we had a little event, we taking pictures, we taking video,
right.
We doing it all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we making this thing look like it was crazy. Why? Because everything that you did yesterday gonna benefit you tomorrow.
That's right.
I'm a firm believer of that, bro. Every flyer, every post I done hung up in the city, everything, bro, it count. You know what I mean? If you did 5 events 5 months ago, it was people out there that was feeling you that might be looking to book you when they have an event.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how it builds the snowballs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say that to say this. It came to one point where we was doing everything. You know what I'm saying? All the events, all the concerts, everything, bro. You know what I mean? We got the artists lined up. And it was a point where I'm trying to now take things to the next level.
Right.
And I felt like I kept on hitting the ceiling. So I'm like, damn, like I'm reaching out to this company, I'm reaching out to this, and I'm not getting nowhere.
Right.
Mind you, we making a lot of progress, and then it came to a point where it's just like, I couldn't get past it. You know what I mean? And I reached out to one of my brothers, a good guy, man. I love this dude for life. My brother, Daytwan Thomas. You may have known him from King Magazine.
Right.
You know, chief and editor of Vibe Magazine.
Right.
And I think he's part of the Dick Clark Productions now. and he's just doing his thing. I think with Billboard as well. You know what I mean? But Daytwan is a hip hop guy. You know what I mean? Like he is hip hop connoisseur. He is cemented in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when I'm going through this, something told me to call him. You know what I mean? And just express to him what I'm going through.
Right.
And I tell him this shit all the time. And I swear to God, this was probably the best advice that anybody's ever given me in this industry. And I was telling him, yo, bro, I feel like my calls is getting unanswered. My emails is getting unanswered. He was like, yo, Fresh, I'm going to keep it real with you. You in an industry where people love to get their ego stroked. You know what I mean? And he was like, if you're in a situation where you're trying to utilize the next person for your benefit, they want their ego stroked, bro. You know what I mean? And if you feel like those calls is not getting answered, it's because they haven't figured out a way that they could use you.
Whoa.
The best shit I ever heard, bro.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? And that shit made me see things a little bit more clearer. So I'm like, I bet. So now I'm going harder. Now we doing bigger events. You know what I mean? Now we doing more promotion. You know? We doing shit with Michael Jordan. We doing Michael Jordan's son's wedding.
Right.
We doing, you know what I mean, tours with Nicki Minaj.
Right.
We doing shit with Pop Smoke, rest in peace. We doing shit all over the world with Fabulous. We doing our own thing.
Right.
And now it's like, oh, people want to get next to these people.
Now your phone ringing.
Oh, what? Now opportunities endless, right?
Yo, my bad, man. I was on vacation with my wife when you called me. I'm just giving you back.
Nah, and me personally, I'm not the one to even play around. Right. I'll tell you, like, oh yeah, oh, you finally getting back to me? Right. Yeah, you know I hit you about 20 times, but all right, let's get this going. Oh yeah, now the price is this now.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the old price. This the new price. You know what I'm saying? But that piece of advice that Daytwan gave me was golden, bro. So I want to share that with the world. You know what I mean? A lot of people ain't gonna move to what you got going on, or they gonna buy into what you got going on, or they might not even want to be affiliated with you until they realize how they could use you. Remember that. Never forget that.
So when you feel
if you can't be used,
right, you useless. That's a fact. But okay, now see, the other part of that is when you feel like that, what do you do when you feel like they're about to use you? Do you still deal with them, or do you just say, I ain't fucking with you?
Nah, when they about to use you, you only gonna allow yourself to be used for what you want. You understand what I'm saying? So if it's gonna be a situation, it's always gonna be in your favor.
Right.
You know what I mean? And again, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate.
That's a fact.
You know? Now, if you allow yourself to get violated, it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Joke's on you.
You're done.
Absolutely.
You're done. All right, so before we get out of here, let the world know where to find you on social media. Let them know where the shop gonna be at, 1220, 25. Let them know all that.
Yeah. So you can find me on Instagram at fresh_Garcia. You can check out the brand at Heart Clothing, HEART. Don't forget about the embroidery shop, Crossing Threads with a Z at the end.
Fact.
The shop, 191 Malcolm X Boulevard. Dope little spot, man. I put a lot of work into that joint. It's cool, nice, intimate, good little aesthetics in the spot. Right. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep on putting out that heat. The website for all my out-of-towners, www.heartclo.com. And yeah, man, we just building from here. And mind you, this ain't where it stopped.
No, indeed.
Oh, it's more to come.
I already know.
Yeah.
The grand so the grand opening is on the 20th.
The grand opening December 20th. I don't know when this show gonna air, but December 20th.
Nigga, we gonna get this. This is gonna open the show up.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Somebody don't know when the show gonna air. This shit gonna air before this shit open.
I bet. Well, 1220, pull up, man. 191 Malcolm X Boulevard, Brooklyn, baby.
We out.